is billed as the ultimate sports podcast.
I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time.
Everybody has been waiting.
I'm God gifted.
He's a bull. I'm a matador.
This is the Weekend Guy Podcast, and it begins now.
Speaking about telling a friend to tell a friend, hey, can my friends down in Durban tell the Sharks, get your asses together, man?
No, they and
oh my word! Like,
I'm the Weekend Guy, and I'm a rugby connoisseur, basically. So I delve deep into rugby, guys. I love rugby. I told you, Sihle, last year already, in 2 episodes ago, that the problem in Durban is the coach. He is still overwhelmed by the competition he's in. And now this scenario of New Zealand, and I'm going to blanket it now.
Yeah.
To say New Zealand rugby is at a conundrum at the current moment.
Yeah.
So before we get into the Sharks, I'm just going to touch on, since John Plumtree is a New Zealand coach, Scott Robinson, yesterday, which was Monday, he made a request to New Zealand rugby to allow the overseas players to come in.
Which I think is a smart request.
It's a smart request. Obviously, it is their request to do.
Yeah.
But if you look at it on the other hand as well, the counter argument of that is that the New Zealand game dies.
If they do that. Yeah,
it dies.
All the top players are going to be like...
They're going to leave. They're going to leave, obviously, because obviously France... If you there was a video as you walked in today to start the podcast. I was editing a video. You'll see it on TikTok, guys. If you want to see this video we're talking about, go to our TikTok channel. It will be updated. It involves Siya Kolisi and an ex-New Zealand player.
Yes.
And to see how the rugby he's now currently playing in Europe
Yes.
with more money
Yes.
than he was getting back home.
Yeah.
So it's just a blueprint of how these elite New Zealand players are able to adapt to other leagues. Like our leagues, basically. Guys, if you want to see a specific video, you're going to see it on our TikTok channel, guys. Weekend Guy Podcast. You'll see the video I'm talking about. But
We'll also add the link below.
yeah, the link below to the TikTok channel. So what's happening in New Zealand rugby at the moment, they are at a conundrum. There's the old guard saying, no, don't open it up.
Yeah.
Because you're going to kill our game. But there's a new guard, which is the coach. If you don't open it up, the game will die. That's my perception.
Yeah.
Because they need to come to the realization that... Sorry, before you come...
Money.
No. Not even the money. Their competition is amongst themselves.
True,
So
Australia's not
it's
providing
not there.
much competition.
It's not there. Fiji is not providing competition.
No.
Tonga or whoever is not providing competition.
Yeah.
So if you have the mentality of saying your rugby is going to die, your rugby is already dead anyway because you're playing amongst yourselves.
Yes.
And the only way to rescue it and the only way to maintain the standard of the rugby is to release your elite players, get them to make money, and then assemble them back. But that just means you're going to have more alignment camps, more of this. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
the team Scott Robinson will pick will be the ultimate team.
Yeah.
Because it is the ultimate players who are happy, rich. You understand? It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna keep your stagnant mentality of saying that I don't want to open for international players, the rugby is still gonna go down. It's not gonna go up. It's not gonna improve. Anyway, it's like
tough.
us. We still have a competitive league because of our players are here.
True.
But we still have the other players away. If you close the door on international players, we do not have won the World Cup.
Yeah, we would never, because you would be saying goodbye to so much talent.
Yeah, and
And experience too.
Sharon Frizzell's gone. I mean, how can you lose your best number 6?
Yeah.
No one in New Zealand is better than him.
No.
Richu Moanga, no one is better than him.
Flav.
I mean, so what is it exactly? Because do you want to pick the best player, or you want to grow an unknown player who's going to grow in an environment which is not growth conducive?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're playing amongst themselves.
Yeah, because it's like us playing Currie Cup and we include Namibia and say, hey, we're going to go win the World Cup.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to help. Because I wonder if they'll heed his call, and if not, the rugby championship would be a good measuring stick in terms of how they'll fare for the next 4 years.
They'll decline. Without the players they've lost. You can't lose your best 10
because come rugby championship, we're calling Siya Kolisi and everyone.
Of course, they're coming back, yeah. You can't say Damien McKenzie is better than Richard Mwanga.
No.
You can't. It's just not possible.
And also, if the talent was there, the competition he faces weekly compares nothing to what the URC and
and it goes back to this thing I'm telling you about with our players. Japan's league is so short that it's prolonging our players' careers.
Yes.
Do you understand?
And they're rich. Malcolm Max. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you understand?
Yeah, and also Cheslin's probably going to come back scot-free in terms of injury and wear and tear.
Yeah. And he's making what, 20 mil?
Yeah. Money.
So
money.
What do you rather not have him in the team? Lose Cheslin Colby because you don't want him to play?
Yeah.
Or because he's making 20 bands?
No.
So what is
pick
it?
A struggle.
Yeah.
Got to pick a struggle.
Got to pick a struggle. So we don't know, but Scott Robertson came up with that. Now, this is where Plumtree is now.
Yes. Stuck in that mentality.
Yes, because remember, Plumtree is coming from Super Rugby.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
That's where he made his...
He was good at Super Rugby because he was playing against his colleagues there in New Zealand, that whole messed up competition we were in for so many years.
Yeah.
He's a Super Rugby coach who's not had exposure to other nations, competition-wise. He only knows South Africa and New Zealand,
because I was about to ask, he didn't have a stint in Europe.
No, I can't recall him. Yeah, he's just come from the All Blacks.
It's tough.
So he's to me, he is not adopting quickly enough.
Yeah.
At the rate the Sharks need him to.
Yeah.
You understand? Because at the end of the day, you are playing not even the local derbies, because those are tough on their own.
On their own, yeah.
On their own, with players who are Springbok material already.
Yes. And tried and tested, not
tried and
guys
tested Springboks,
that
not
just
like
made their debut this year or last year.
The disappointing result was the Lions result, because those guys don't have box.
No, man, I'll even go a step further. The Cheetahs result.
The Cheetahs result, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, like the Lions result, I can stomach slightly, because I thought the wake-up call would have been the Cheetahs
and result. The Lions are like journeymen, so they're like a young team but travels a lot overseas.
Yes.
So they're journeymen. They're used to... They're future Springboks in amongst them there.
Indeed. And what was so crazy, right, with the Lions game, it was literally the same method that the Cheetahs used to beat the Sharks. You know, they pulled together when the chips were down, and they just kept on making the scoreboard tick in the second half, and the Sharks were wasteful with their opportunities or didn't have direction in terms of execution.
What is it exactly?
Yeah, that they needed to do, right? And I remember watching the Cheetahs game where I'm like, you know what, we need to put these guys to bed by playing territorial rugby, but also ticking the scoreboard. And they failed to do that, and the Cheetahs kept on coming back. You know, penalty after penalty.
In the game,
yes, or a try, or we'd score a try. 5 minutes wouldn't go by, and they'd score a try.
Yeah.
And when we were 18-3 up against the Lions, I didn't have the confidence to say, hey, this is game over. You know? In my head, I thought to myself, we need at least another try. And as the game. Yes, and as the game went by, the Lions' confidence grew and grew. And from a paper exercise, the names on the Sharks team, in a situation like that, you'd back them 9 times out of 10 to manage a 18-3 lead.
Yeah, but even the names on the team need to be coached properly.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But I think my parting shot regarding the Lions the Sharks, is they're not a team.
No.
They're not a team.
For me, my parting shot is this. They're not buying into Plumtree's vision at the current moment.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not clear. It's not clear what he's doing there.
Yeah.
What he wants to achieve.
Yeah.
Because he's still handicapped a bit in terms of the competition he's facing.
Yeah.
You know, playing the Sharks in playing the Bulls at Loftus, and then the next thing playing the Harlequins in Durban is a different story.
100%.
Because now Owen Farrell is coming here, Saracens. You know, for him it's like a big deal. Oh shit, England is coming here. Yeah. They play this kind of game. You'll find that he's never even watched a Saracens game.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know how to coach against them. Whereas a Jake White, he's like in there. He knows that, okay, the Saracens will play this rugby. We will play this rugby because
to counter it.
The problem is Plumtree is 2 years behind.
Yeah, and it's showing. It's showing.
Showing
because
badly.
You've got a very good point, right? Whereby you can tell it guys who are a team and would fight for each other. But to get to that point, you need to buy in terms of the coach's
vision, what the guy wants.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then that's saying, Guti, look, when I look to my left and I look to my right, we are all pulling the same direction. And at the moment, you see it in the little things, right? Where there's a breakdown of play and Sharks players always choose the wrong option instead of the simple option.
A simple option, yeah. Like that calmness of the game. Okay, slow it down.
Yes.
Let's get back to it. Do it this way. So it means that they don't even have confidence in the slow approach.
Yes.
They just want to be freestyling all of a sudden and that, okay, tap and go so quickly.
Yes.
Grant Williams does this. I'm the hero. This and thing. Yeah.
Like that. Because one of the main highlights of that game was Grant Williams' brilliant try, right? Where he had to Superman dive.
Yeah.
But that then goes back to the narrative of relying on individual
brilliance.
brilliance.
Like Eben Etzebeth.
Yes, he had a super
like every
game.
time he's playing, you expect him to be the superstar.
Superman, yeah.
I think it was man of the match though.
Yeah,
he was man
he
of the
was.
match, but he's a forward. He can't lift the whole team on his own.
True.
He needs the rest of the superstars he's got around him.
Yeah.
To actually try and do something. I think they're also missing Bongi Bonambi there. You know Bongi Bonambi, okay, I know he's a loudmouth, but I think Bongi Bonambi would actually steady the ship a bit there, because one thing I like about him, he'll tell you when you're doing gag. No, this is gag. Don't do it this way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They need that loudmouth. They're missing him. They're missing him. Yeah, they're missing him a lot.
I agree.
They need the loudmouth. So we don't know what's going on with the Sharks. I mean, they're last in the log. But they do have some games in Europe.
Yeah.
Hopefully. The nice thing about the UFC that when they start traveling, it changes a bit now. The logs shifts a bit by January, but they are far from top 8 though.
Yeah, look, prediction-wise, right off the UFC season.
Yeah, they're done.
Try go as deep in is it the Champions Cup, ne?
No, they're in the
Challenge Cup.
Challenge Cup,
yeah. The Challenge Cup.
I'd say for me, in my prediction, just right off Plumtree, get big Neil Powell, put him back in.
Really? But he's coming back from sevens though. He's also been out
He was there last year. He held the ship together last year.
Yeah, but
remember last year when
I think he's director of rugby.
Yeah, director of rugby. He can still come back and coach. You do a better job than Plumtree at the moment. I mean, those guys, they're like a deer lost in lights, bruh.
Yo.
They're a deer in lights, basically.
It's shocking because also, ne, compared to the vibe at Ellis Park, the Sharks have one of the most loyal supporting base and a vibe around that stadium. And the least you can do for supporters who show up that much is win.
And then, the Shark Tank, you mean, not
Ellis
Park.
No, because I'm just comparing. At Ellis Park, the Lions have no one supporting
watching
them.
Yeah.
The Sharks have a whole lot of people coming in week after week to support them. But the Lions are rewarding their fans with wins.
Wins away, bro. The Sharks, imagine, bro. No, that's like big for the Lions. That's big.
If you're a betting man, you lost some money.
Yeah, obviously, big money, big money. Tell me, did the Lions play? Cause I didn't catch the game. Did the Lions play Sunday no by 10?
Yes.
And then the actual fly off at 12, wasn't it?
No. Jordan Hendrickson was on the bench.
But second half came in at?
The scrum half got injured, and I think it was a head injury.
Okay.
Then Nohamba went to
9.
to
9. Okay, because I was confused.
Yeah, no.
So he's making his way back, basically.
No. Nohamba started at 10.
And how was he?
He was good. He was good. But also for him, it was a personal game, so we expected a good game.
And out of the box performance.
Yeah.
He's actually, at this current stage, I think Jordan Hendricks have flopped a bit, no?
Jordan, he's regressed, but
I think his father's thing is currently affecting him.
Yeah,
hopefully we'll get over it.
Yes,
he's still young. He's got a long career ahead.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So,
But also an interesting match that happened in the December holidays was the Bulls Stormers.
Yeah. Okay. For me as a Bulls fan, it's always a blockbuster.
Yeah.
That game
that
at that
fun
stadium, full. It's
full house.
Full house. Always be a full house. I think it's the highest one was for the round.
Yes.
Highest one, 39 or 40,000 fans in the stadium. But for us as Bulls fans, traveling away to Western Province, we always know that, because we remember
never
last year we played them in the semis.
Yes.
We lost. The previous year we played them in the semis again, or somewhere. So we always
Yeah,
lose
I
to
think
them.
it was the quarters.
Quarters final, yeah.
Yeah.
So with Stormers at Cape Town Stadium in December, we know, I know, as a Bulls fan.
Yeah, it was never going to happen
Yeah,
for you
and
guys.
they know last year they beat us though when they did the return
they
game.
come- yeah, when they came up to Loftus.
Loftus Versfeld, they beat us. But this year, when they come back to this side, they're not gonna make it. Let me be honest.
Yeah, 'cause
that's my honest opinion. You know, okay, I'm a biased Blue Bulls fan. I was actually rocking my Blue Bulls jersey, the old one, at the gym today.
Nice.
Yeah.
But it was a very nice game. And I think for detractors of the URC, South African rugby is giving them a good...
You see, when those two clash or the Sharks or whatever,
Yeah.
then you see a blockbuster game.
Yes.
At the level of any country there. Because plus the stadium though.
It's
The
so
atmosphere.
beautiful. So beautiful.
No one in the URC can match the atmosphere of that specific game.
True.
Like no other team, unless it's Munster.
Even the local rivalry.
No, they can't match it. Unless it's Munster Leinster at Aviva.
Yeah.
They take it there. But otherwise, we are like in the URC, the top two derby games.
Yeah.
Those North versus
and
South.
do you know what? Props to both teams because they gave us a show. You
They
know,
always do, yeah, it's blockbuster.
nothing worse than, you know, hyping up a game between two rivals and then you get a dull game. But yeah, the Sharks Stormers, the Bulls Stormers.
Bulls Stormers,
always
guys, at Loftus Versfeld, obviously the Bulls Army, we will be there. I will be there for that game.
Yeah,
in the stadium again.
join you. I wanna see
definitely
something.
come through, bro.
I want to see something.
The Loftus Versfeld, it's another game. Our forwards we have got a dominant pack, so they dominate better at altitude.
At altitude.
At altitude, yeah. So
No, that's dope.
that's dope. So, guys, if you enjoy this content, guys, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, share the content. We're here with the weekend, guys. We will be here with you till the 2027 Rugby World Cup. Hopefully, by then, we'll have other youngsters hosting the show, not us. Getting old,
No
faces
ways.
and stuff.
We are going to go through and through.
I could do 2027. Otherwise, guys, give us a like, subscribe, man. Give us a like, comment, share.
Yep.
Give us your opinions on how you guys have been enjoying your weekend and what are you looking forward to.